If you want your team to be able to accept when you make a sudden change, but they don't like change at all. And instead of them getting stuck on the change, they understand that change is inevitable. And even if they wouldn't have never changed it, it's time for it to move along. Then I would reevaluate what you considered the cost. And if that's not enough, then what's the cost of not doing it?
Right.
Is the real question. Because when I'm emotionally burned out, because I'm not practicing emotional intelligence, nobody around me is practicing it. So this environment now is emotionally draining, but there's nowhere for me, there's no one for me to talk to about it because nobody understands this language. So I call out, right? So what does that cost you when you have to replace me when I call out more than I would normally call out, right? You're paying me for not being here, and then you're paying somebody to feel behind me. What's the cost when I get my feelings and I don't know how to process it? I can't come to someone, so I start writing grievances or filing complaints.
Right.
Sometimes litigations and lawsuits. What's the cost of that? What's the cost of the organization's reputation when every time the name comes up, and even though I work there, I'm like, right? Or I start telling stories, because I know where the bodies are at, right? I know where all the dirt is at. I know the things that most people don't know. And so when it was all good, I was keeping it a secret. But now, or I was keeping it close in the privacy. But now because I feel a certain kind of way, I feel like and no one's hearing me and I don't have no outlet, I might want to do damage to the organization. And we see that happens all the time. So we can go on and on of the cost of not doing it. So I would ask a leader to just factor that all in, and I would ask them again, what do you want?